Hi everyone, Happy New Year. So 2021 just started. So we are actually luckily finished the first week of 2021. Hopefully you had a good year, good start. So today, it's been a while since I put out our last video. And so today I want to show you how I keep track of my yearly major events and things that are important in our life that had occurred in our life, and how do I keep track of them. And of course, if you have any inspiration that you would like to share, and this is something that you've been doing before, or you have a different way of tracking all these major events in your planner, please do share in the comments below so that I can be inspired by your work. Those of you who are new to me, I'm Michelle Quay. I'm a mindset, confidence, and leadership coach. And the reason why I started this channel is because I am really inspired by true stories, stories that happen in our life. I am also inspired by planners. So I have a lot of planners on my bookshelf where you can't see it, but it's there. I have tons of them. One of my videos, I actually talked about how many planners I have. And recently I switched over to Happy Planner. So I am going to share a lot of videos this year about Happy Planner and how I use that system to organize my life, and also to keep track of all these happy memories and sometimes maybe sad memories as well in my planner. So again, if you're new to me, be sure to click on the subscribe button so that you don't miss out any of my upcoming videos. And without further ado, let's get started. Hi everyone! Happy New Year, first of all. This is my first video after New Year, so Happy New Year to you all. I actually did a recording prior, I believe it was the second day of New Year. And then I discovered that that video totally came out off. It didn't come out right, so I couldn't upload it. So here I am this week, and I wanted to redo and re-show you what I have shared on that video. So Happy New Year's. Hopefully you guys are all doing well. And of course, if you are new to me, I'm Michelle Quay. I'm a mindset, confidence, and leadership coach. The reason why I started this channel is because there's a lot of things that I'm passionate about. I'm passionate about telling story. I'm a big storyteller. So I invite people to tell story. I tell stories myself. And there's different way that I tell story. So I do it through my live Facebook Live every Wednesday at 8 o'clock Pacific time. And I also do storytelling through my journaling. And over the years, I've been struggling with, like, what do I talk about in my journal? And what do I talk about when I do a planner video with you? And this year, so I wanted to set my intention to just, opening and showing up, how I do my planner and what I do in my planner. And hopefully you enjoy following along with me. And maybe there's anything that inspires you to do something the same, or, you can tweak it, or let me know, maybe you have a different way of writing or keeping your planner. I would love to hear from you. So today I am going to show you what I have done for the last 5 years or so. Yes, so I have total of 5. So there are 5 years worth of my annual record keeping, memory keeping. So the way I keep my memory is that every year I will start something like a roadmap. So this is my roadmap for 2020. Even though we were in a lockdown, we were in pandemic, I was still able to accomplish a lot of things. And each month, I will write down one significant things that had occurred in that particular month that is worth memory keeping worth. So just recently, I completed December, the things I have done in December, and I keep usually 1 or 2 major events that was worth written down, that I can go back and reflect upon it the following year. So this is for 2020, and I've been doing this since 2016 when I first hiked through Machu Picchu. So this is my original one. As you can see, I used to have this Filofax planner and that I carry everywhere, and it really got torn. It's got history, but I kept it with me the whole entire time, and I'm thinking about maybe I need to laminate it so that it doesn't fall apart eventually. But I've been keeping these. This is my first roadmap, and as you can see that let's see, when did I so in back in September in 2016, I hiked through the Inca Trail, Machu Picchu, on September 13th through September 16th. And that was pretty exciting. I wrote those dates because it actually took me 4 days to hike through the whole trail. But the last day, it was pretty much, you go to the top and you visit the site and then you take the train to come down. So I didn't count, taking the train as something that I need to keep within that range. But that was something very significant for me. And through that year, prior to that, I did a lot of hiking, climb Mount Wilson, which is a mountain here. It's at a lower altitude and it's a shorter trail. I hiked that particular month in March, 7.8 miles. And in less than 5 hours. That was pretty good accomplishment. And those of you who are new to me and that you don't know the condition that I have, so I'm physically disabled. I have to walk with crutches, and I used to walk with 2 crutches, but nowadays, because my physical health is coming back, so I usually walk with just 1. But back then, I was still walking with 2 crutches, and for me to actually hike through 7.8 miles in 5 hours is pretty amazing. So I wrote that down in March, the year that I went to the hike, and then so September, I actually hiked through the 26 miles. So it was 43 kilometer total. And so that was in 2016. Then I did it again in 2017. Well, not that I did the hike again, but I did the roadmap again for 2017. That year, I don't remember what I was doing, but it appears that I was not really with it because I was going through a lot of self-discovery journey. And then that year was the year where I started to take classes and looking into really wanting to solidify the fact that I have a purpose and that I wanted to serve. And so a lot of things that had happened has to do with just me following along what's important in my heart. And I remember that year, here it is, that I went to Cambodia. Cambodia trip was a completely volunteer trip. So I went there and I taught at one of the local nonprofit school where I was teaching children English. I was there for 2 weeks. It was very fun, very enjoyable. If you've never been to Cambodia or Asia, I would highly recommend that you give it a try. Now that we're in 2021, so hopefully later on in the fall, you may be able to plant something and somewhere to go. Then here is 2019. Did it again the following year. I did the roadmap again, and each month again, I keep track of all the major events, what's important for me. And back in May, I was officially certified as a coach, and I hosted my first live workshop at one of the local women's club. And that was something very significant for me because it was kind of like the moment of my dream come true. And June, I started because I had this business. So I started to network, and I call myself the networking queen because there's any type of networking event that was available in town. I make sure I made myself available. I was just really putting myself out there. And then moving on, I also participated at I was on the committee of a Gloria Guards Award. Those of you who don't know who Gloria Guards is she is this amazing woman. She's been a local. She's in here. She's from here, Pasadena, California, and she did a lot of amazing things. And she was the founder of the Women's Club, where she was inspired to gather women together and to empower them, to encourage them to reach their full potential. And so she was a very inspiring character. So if you are interested, definitely check her out, read her story, read her biography. She's this amazing woman. So that's 2019. And then, of course, I skipped 2018. So this is 2018. Nothing special. August, I went to, my family and I went to Hawaii. So that was a really nice, great memory. Had I not written these down, I probably won't remember. So I'm the kind of person, if it's not in my planner, it's probably not important. So every time I write things on my planner, it means that it's significant. It's something that I need to remember, and I will remember. So the fact that I wrote it down, it's just fabulous. And then one thing I would note in 2018 is in November, I went to this Eckhart Tolle retreat. It was absolutely amazing. It was absolutely transformative just to hear Eckhart Tolle talk. It was also really inspiring to be able to meet with other like-minded people, which is why a lot of time, I feel really connected to my community, because it's really important for me to surround myself with the people that I enjoy talking to. I can be inspired by them and, being the inspiration for them as well. So I really enjoy the environment and I loved it. So that's 2019. Now this year, let me just show you, because of the fact that I am switching to a happy planner, so I made a roadmap just for the happy planner. So I actually went ahead and bought the hole puncher for the happy planner. As you can see, it's the mushroom shape rather than the hole punch. So I love these. I made it so I can snap it into my happy planner, and each month I would be able to write down all my significant memories that I can remember, I need to remember, and I can just follow along the roadmap. So it's in my planner, and it's so easy to access it too. So instead of writing and keeping track of a list of goals and things that it's one thing to set up your goal, set up your intention. It's another thing to actually being able to celebrate it. So I always encourage people, in addition to just writing your annual goal, what you want to do is you actually want to write down things that it's important to you, things that had happened in your life, things that you can remember for a really long period of time every time you go back to read those section in your planner. And one thing I would say, Sally, that my cat, my beloved cat, he's been with me for the last 16 years, and he had just passed away on the New Year's Day. So that was my first thing that I wanted to remember. I did, however, kept his collar, and I do have his name tag. I was able to find his name tag that he actually dropped the other day. So I'm keeping the name tag. But that was the first thing that went into my 2021 roadmap. It was something that I want to remember, and I will remember. He is always going to be my fur baby. So that is it. That's something very different from just regular planning. And throughout the year, my intention is to share with you how I plan, how I organize things. And hopefully this would be something that you can encourage me to do it, and you can hold me accountable for doing it. I wanted to be able to provide you with some inspiration every month, so every week actually, so that we can all grow as planner together. Okay, that's it. Thank you so much for watching. And if you haven't already done so, be sure to click on that button of subscribe to me, and also turn on your the little bell, your notification. So every time I have a video, you will get a notification. All right. Have a wonderful week, and I will see you next week. Bye.